Hello. So in the comments of some of my recent videos, some of you are asking me my opinion about the new Tapjoy thing they added to Wizardry Variants Daphne. It says, so here's this comment here says, so you added Tapjoy to Daphne with this update. You can see it from settings on menu on mobile. Like, so I don't play on mobile, and I was trying for this video, I was trying to get it to work in BlueStacks. I couldn't figure out how to do it anymore. Like, I used to play it on BlueStacks until like a year ago when they launched Steam Client. I haven't had to log in via BlueStacks for like a year, and like, so I remember, like, said, it was kind of a pain in the butt to set it up the first time BlueStacks. I'm like, okay, this is going to take me too long to figure this out. So we're just going to rely on Reddit posts and stuff for this. But yeah, so it's like, if you go, apparently if they added this new theme in the mobile menu, since you seem to be knowledgeable, gotcha games, would you comment on it? Honestly, I heard about until now, but some players seem to be very against the system, or maybe the subject too controversial. I don't really know. And again, another person commented, crap joy, no, which again, obviously referring to Tapjoy. Yeah, apparently controversial. Like I said, I was looking under Reddit. I found a few people talk about it on Reddit as well. And yeah, so this is like a controversy, and people left some comments on my video, so I feel like I need to address this because seems to be an issue. So let's go to some of these Reddit posts here. So it says Tapjoy will destroy poll income. We need to remove it. So it says Tapjoy has destroyed mobile said many other game economies before. Let's see if we can make this a bit bigger to maybe looks like it's about as big as I can get it. So yeah, it says just notorious for having malwares, pirate software, so literally got sued for deceiving players. So Tapjoy, it is a platform that offers rewards for completing tasks, complete survey, reach 1,000 mobile slot game, etc. Like, so I don't really play like actual mobile games. Like I said, the only time like I did play Daphne when it first came out on in BlueStacks, but they promised a Steam client was coming. And as soon as Steam client launched, I haven't really ever looked back, had no reason to, because Steam client works way better on PC than trying to figure out how to get BlueStacks to run. Yeah, so, and he uses some examples. It's interesting, one of the examples he uses here is actually from Hero Wars Alliance, which I don't play Hero Wars Alliance. That is the mobile spin-off game for Hero Wars Dominion era. Like, Hero Wars Dominion era is like the original game. It's having its 10-year anniversary this year, so, or actually this month even, having the 10-year anniversary later this month, so it's an older game, so, but here's the example. Says Hero Wars definitely makes money when people do these Tapjoy offers, but long term it may hurt the game. They've made lots of in-game changes recently, increased shop price due to inflation, increasing event rewards. For events indicating they've cut back on rewards players. So you've also filled their paywall and more new things behind real money instead of emeralds lately. So they do this in the Hero Wars Dominion game. I don't have experience in Hero Wars Alliance, but they have been doing this in Hero Wars Dominion. A lot of stuff that used to be a lot more easily obtainable is being paywalled. A lot of stuff's kind of being more. They've been adding more of these kind of like very random kind of events that are more essentially like, it's like a card. This is like a card game type thing. It's essentially gambling. A lot of people hate this event. They've been adding more of these kind of events. And I think some of this though in this game is just the fact that this game is old. It's approaches 10 years, and at least on the Facebook version, we've had exactly 2 new servers. This server here, 74, was launched in 2022. 75 was launched 2024. Server 76 was just launched like last month. It's a new server for the first time in like 2 years. They're not adding new servers anymore because this player base is not growing. This is an old game. It's dying. And a lot of us feel like, at least on the Facebook version game, we feel like they are getting more, they're trying to squeeze more money out of the remaining players. It's not drawing a lot of new players. It's an old game. It's in its era of decline. So they're trying to squeeze more money out of new players. So I don't know if we can attribute necessarily Tapjoy is correlation does not mean causation. I just want to put that out there. Because I feel like the evidence there, it's like they talk about there has Tapjoy, but it's hard for me to say that is the reason because it is an older game. So I just want to put that caveat there. But yeah, and they have some examples like you used to be able to get free soul stones for your super titans. Now it's harder to get like some of the super titans such as Araji if you're a new player. And then they use some other examples from like some other games where they offer pretty apparently good rewards. I'm not sure what WOTV is, but yeah, this inflation of 2023. So there's like a bunch of like, I guess they I didn't mean to click on that. So they offered some like I said, pretty apparently good rewards that increase that hurt the in-game economy. Like, so that's an issue. And here's another example. Some of this just sounds like sour grapes. Like they're letting new players get more currency for free is also, I feel like some of these do sound like sour grapes. So I'm just going to be kind of, like just my opinion here. A lot of people like get mad when other people get stuff for a deal or free or whatever. But sometimes a lot of games when they said if you've had like 5 years to get a bunch of resources, it's hard for new players to catch up. So sometimes they will have like older games will have deals and stuff to try to get newer players to catch up with like the current player base, especially if it's like a game that's PvP or something. Like I said, that can be really important because new players will feel like they can't compete if they don't have like some kind of a boost. So you have to think about that way. But yeah, these again an example here for complete tutorial, you're getting like you get all these, get 15,000 rubies, and it's like that's like apparently like $100 worth of rubies. So like that's a pretty good bonus. So some people feel like they got ripped off because they said the new players are getting these great deals and they had to pay a lot of money. So some people feel they're unfair, but then there's the more problematic claims. Tapjoy installs malware. So these are where Tapjoy becomes more problematic. If you think these gems are free, think again, you get malware and data theft along the way. Yeah, so that's the thing though. It's always like Swagbucks stuff, all these things have always, the main theme product they sell is your data to corporations. Like they give you like coupons or whatever. They give you stuff like these quote surveys they have to fill out and stuff. They are getting data. You are giving them data and they are giving you pretty much digital items that have no cash value. So just keep that in mind. Like these kinds of deals, like they're always taking your data. Always be very aware of any of these kinds of things. But yeah, apparently they're installing like adware onto people's devices, their phones. Again, I always have a very I don't like to install apps on my phones. I pretty much if I can't view it in a web browser, pretty much all any like social media apps or anything, I always just do it in the web browser. I do Firefox, mobile browser. I have uBlock Origin. I'm very, very cautious about malware on my phone, so I don't do anything related to banking on my phone except like F2 or whatever. But I mean, if I have to log in my bank account, I use it on a PC where I know it's much more secure. Like I'm very, very wary about installing stuff on my phone. So yeah, then there was Tapjoy security. See, okay, here's it. All I ever got from Minitel says spam and telemarketers calling my cell phone again, because you're giving them data. They end up getting they sell your data to advertisers, to other corporations. This is why you should be very wary of the offers. Like if you're on mobile and you're seeing these offers, don't do them. And there was the lawsuits for Tapjoy. What's up with rewards not showing up? So apparently they would be promised rewards. Sometimes they don't get them. You spend weeks playing another terrible game is flushed down the drain. Sometimes the Tapjoy offers tell you to play a different game to receive rewards in the game you actually want to play, which again, that's always seems pretty sus to me. Why would I play a different game when I want to play this game? That's super sus. I would definitely be wary about any kind of offers like that. But a lot of times people, they don't even get the rewards they're promised. There's been FTC complaints about it. Spread awareness. They wanted you to spread awareness. Also send feedback to DRECOM. And I think there were some other like screenshots and stuff. Okay, here's what it looks like. They apparently want you to label images for AI, which is like, again, that's a huge red flag. I mean, one, you shouldn't do this. If you do, what you should be putting in these boxes is like fuck Tapjoy or something, or fuck AI or something. Just something super rude. But don't seriously though, don't take these offers because they will probably scrape your data and sell it to advertisers. So yeah, definitely don't do that. Definitely not worth it unless you want to do some weird malicious, use like a burner account or something just to like overload their system or something. But yeah, no, they're pretty bad. That's pretty bad. What's this one here? Tapjoy. Iron Source. So they got bought up by a company called Iron Source for $400 million in 2023. Some they're tech entrepreneur guys who Iron Source. Oh, apparently this is a Unity pricing. I remember that for Unity pricing controversy a couple years back. Apparently these are the same guys behind that. That's nonsense. Okay, so here's and now apparently it's in the it's only since Steam bans Tapjoy is not sure about apps. So you don't get these on Steam. Like, so if you don't want to see these, it's more reasons to play on Steam. But it's only on Android. Apparently, it's nobody's sure about Apple's. This says, but it's apparently in the patch notes if you play on Android. I didn't see anything like this, but I play on Steam, so I think this is the same person I read that left the comment in my video I was reading earlier. Yeah, send feedback. Anything else? All right, so yeah, like that's pretty sus on some of this. I'm some of these more serious ones of malware. That's a very big problem. They're your data. Definitely, I would definitely say no to all those offers. Don't take them. I would send feedback to DRECOM about it. I don't necessarily know if it will quote destroy the Polygon. I feel like that correlation is a bit weak. Like some of the games they use examples or older games that are in decline, and it might just be the devs trying to squeeze more money out of the existing player base, which is also problematic. But I don't know if you could quite subscribe that aspect to Tapjoy. But the other ones, like the malware and stuff, those are serious issues. Take them seriously. There's another one. Thread says Tapjoy, if there's any way you can convince developers that Tapjoy is a detriment to the game's long-term survival. So again, just send feedback to DRECOM, like on, depending on what device you play, like, or what language. There should be links on the tab, like even on the website. But yeah, here it is. Contact us. There's a contact us link. So just use that for whatever language. Just go to your, like, if you have, like, there's several languages. There's Japanese, English, there's some Chinese, Korean, and Deutsch, German. So, like, so if you speak any of those languages, use the appropriate link, or if you know enough Japanese to go through the Japanese one, maybe use that one, because maybe they'll listen to that one more. Some people feel like they have better, some people tell me you get better results using the Japanese one. I have no idea. But, yeah, just try to contact them about the tell you don't like Tapjoy, you think it's problematic. There's a lot of history with them, being really deceptive, like installing malware, trying to sell their data to telemarketers and stuff. And yeah, people don't want to see it game associated with that. Just tell them that. Okay, and then there was another issue. This is separate. Is that apparently some people they changed. Some people are having, like, the latest update made some changes to the what is it, to the, I guess, the anti-cheat program or whatever. Like, and some people are having a hard time loading this up on, like, the Steam Deck or the Linux. Let's see. Yeah, it's playing on Linux. They're having a problem with on Linux with the latest one, and this might just be a temporary issue. Like, so it kind of messed up with Linux compatibility. They said they have problems on some people have problems on Steam Deck. They're having problems on Linux. I haven't had any problems since the latest update, but again, I have a pretty modern high-end system, so like it's just so I can't relate to that. I feel like this issue is probably a lot more minor. It's probably more of a bug than anything. I think it's just getting a lot of hate because it happened the same time as the Tapjoy stuff, which people are much more leery about, much more up in arms about. So yeah, definitely send feedback. Oh, they actually have they have the link right here. They actually have the link right here in the thing. Yeah, if you have the Discord here, you just go there, send the inquiry to that. But yeah, I hate to do videos like this. I generally like to talk more about, like, the cool things that are happening in Daphne that are new, but it is what it is. But yeah, if you want to see my thoughts on, like, one of the new characters, Ainiki, I did do a video about her, which you can find down below. As always, thank you for watching!